There's a lot in there about listening. As men, it's really important that we listen, because if somebody comes to us with a concern and we interrupt them and then say, I can fix that, that's terrible. But one of the things that I've learned is that's even more important than being a good listener is that I've got to ask. I can't listen until I ask. And here's the story. Somebody at my firm said, you're intimidating. And I said, I'm not intimidating. I'm incredibly approachable. I'm lovable. I'm vulnerable. Come on. And he said, no, you're intimidating. And so that afternoon, I walked into a conference room, and I have the opportunity to work with a lot of great attorneys at my firm, many of whom are women. And I walked in, and that room happened to have two women. And one of them was a relatively senior partner. The other one was a senior associate, new partner. And so I had to ask, right? So I said, look, I want an honest answer to this question. Am I dating? And they both looked at each other and looked back at me and went, I'm like, oh man. Well, what does that mean? To me, if I'm trying to be a good ally, what that means is if I'm intimidating, listening is not going to happen unless I'm willing to say, hey, a one-on-one or in a group, this phrase is so important. What's important to you and how can I help? And I didn't realize I tried to do that more after that experience. And what I learned is that a lot of the women lawyers at my firm and other firms, they have some concerns that I had no idea about. And we can't be very good allies unless we act. And by asking and then listening, then that helped me to be able to act in a better way, I think. So that was a big lesson for me.